Hi guys, it's Kath from Early Years Programming Mastermind and Simple Reflect, and I'm on a mission to help early childhood educators shine. Now, as you come on, say hi, but I popped up a blog this morning that I just wanted to talk to you about, and I'm going to walk because I'm walking down to the paddock. I had a hard time writing this morning's blog. I really did. I wanted to reflect on being an educator. My son is 25 today, and he has been part of my family daycare world for his whole 25 years. He went to an educator, beautiful educator, in his very first year of being alive, and then I was an educator and he was with me. So he literally has been in this family daycare world of ours for his 25 years, and I really wanted to reflect on what that meant to me. I started Simple Reflect. My very first reason to start Simple Reflect was I was a little bit devastated, a lot devastated. I actually had a cry over it at one stage because of the educators that are being forced out of being a family daycare educator because they don't feel like they can keep up with their programming. And that was the original reason why I started family daycare, because there were beautiful educators that I knew that just didn't have the confidence to keep going as educators. And as I've gone through, I've started the EYP Mastermind. And one of the reasons that I really started that was to support educators in different ways. And one of those was to support educators around the questions that they had with being an educator and making it work for their family. So I just think of all the amazing experiences that I've had with my children. I've really had them with me most of the time. Yes, I've had them in care with other educators because I felt that was important for their confidence. Yes, I have changed my days, changed my hours, seen a lot of children over 25 years. But I don't think I regret any of it as a mum. And that is what my post this morning really tried to convey to you, that if you are passionate about working with children, and I found that I was very passionate about working with children, and I was passionate about being with my own children, and that was number one. And then once I started my family daycare journey, I was passionate about being with other people's children as well. And so if you are passionate about spending your days with your own children and passionate about supporting, loving other people's children as well, why wouldn't you be an educator? Just why? It does take a lot of time, a lot of effort. There's heartache, there's difficulty, there's challenges, there's changes that need to be made all the time. But if you are passionate about being with your children and you're passionate about the journey and supporting and really the type of community that we want our children to be in as adults as well, and that you think you can have a positive effect on that community, then your place is to be an early childhood educator. One of the main questions I do actually get asked at the moment is, what effect has being an educator had on your children? Why have you stayed an educator for so many years? What has the benefits been to your children? And there's so many, but the main ones to me is that I've got to stay with them. I've got to make choices that I wouldn't have made choices. It's given me options. It really has. And it doesn't always feel like that when we're starting out. Like, the journey to be an early childhood educator is difficult. It can be difficult. It can be hard. There can be lots of things that we need to find answers for. There can be lots of things that we need to ask questions around. Starting out as an early childhood educator is not easy, but it can be an ongoing journey that will be of huge benefit to you as an educator, and it can be a huge journey that you just won't regret in 20 years' time. I certainly don't regret that, and I want educators to really know, if you are struggling and if you are finding it hard at the moment and having to make some of those hard decisions, it'll be worth it. It really will. Of course, some people just aren't suited to being a family daycare educator. Some people just aren't the family daycare or the early childhood educator they're meant to be. They're meant to put all their effort in, and they're meant to change children's lives for only a year or two. And if that's you and you have to make that decision, then that's your decision to make. But if you decide that you really do want longevity in family daycare or in a early childhood educating service of your choice, then go for it. Take it with both hands and really, really go for it. Because I think one thing we regret more than having to change out of something that didn't work is not giving something a go. If you're passionate about working with children, if you're passionate about being with children, give it a go. Give it a go. Listen to mentors. Find yourself a setting where you're really, really happy and give it a go. Learn, put effort every single month into really learning what you need to learn next. And there is, as with children, they go on a learning journey, and there's a next step, and there's a next step, and there's a next step. And with us as educators, we really have to recognise that there are things we don't know. And there is a next step, and there is a next step. And each time we change, we evolve as an educator, we will want to learn more. So, a little bit of rambling for today, just a little bit. I just want educators that want to be educators to have the support that they need. I want people that are passionate about working with children. Recognise your passion, claim your passion, and just go for it. Find the support that you need to be an early childhood educator. If you need to train. If you need a new mentor, find a new mentor. If you need to change your care setting because you don't feel like you're in the right care setting, then change that. Really find a way to be an early childhood educator and be the early childhood educator that you want to be, if you're passionate about working with children. Have you got any questions, guys? I can see there's a few on. Hi, guys. Say hi. I love to say hi. I had a little cry this morning. I was trying to really convey the enjoyment that I have had as an early childhood educator, and I just don't want educators, and I really want to say women and mums, but I know that we really want a mixed care setting, and males in our service are just as valuable, absolutely, as women. But I really want us as educators to feel the passion and feel like we're supported and feel like we have choices, but that we can also support the children. I just want to really, really convey that to you, that you do not have to quit being an early childhood educator if you are passionate about being an early childhood educator. And I think that's my number one message that I've been trying to come through with everything. But my other message is definitely don't overlook the benefit to your own children of being a family daycare educator. And that would definitely be a message that I would like you to take on board. If you're a family daycare educator and you are struggling, thinking, why did I make that choice, this choice, look at your own children and know that you may be able to, and I hope, may be able to look at them as I have, as 25-year-old beautiful men, and go, okay, I really believe my family daycare journey has contributed to the amazing men that they have become. And I will leave it with that today. Let me know if you are a family daycare educator and you have your children, what ages they are, and how, really reflect on how are they benefiting from being with you in an early childhood education setting. How are they benefiting? And I think once we take a step back and we can look back over 25 years, etc., you will be able to see many more benefits than you can see right now. I certainly can. I'm very, very proud of being a mum of 3 boys that have loved being in a family daycare setting. So I will leave it there. We have, let me tell you quickly about the mastermind. We have the EYP Mastermind, a safe place for educators to learn with all my courses. You get access to all of my courses that I've put out in the last 12 months, and you get weekly support and any questions answered that you have. But also, Simple Reflect is a digital programming program, and it's very, very simple. It's very, very basic, and it just gives you the basics of what you need to program with. If you're struggling with your programming and you're not sure what to put in there, and you're looking at all the fandangle things that everyone has, come back and really look at the basics. Connection with parents and sharing your program. Number 1 for programming at the moment. So I can't see any comments, guys. I'm sorry if you have commented. My phone doesn't like to show me comments, especially when I'm walking around in the paddock. And I can't see any there at the moment. But I will come back, leave me a comment, see what this brings up for you. Share with me really some reflecting around where you're at as an educator at the moment, your family, and if you are a passionate family daycare educator or a passionate early childhood educator. Fabulous weekend, and remember to shine. Bye, guys.